And
as far as rightly or wrongly, the Democrats tend to dominate in this state politically, and one of the big Republican complaints about that is that they have the ear of all the special interests, and that's what got us in the spending problem in the first place. Kokkonen is big on working with the other party to try to get the budget under control. What do you think? Do you think you'd be able to reach across the aisle and sway some people to your side? Or
absolutely, I've been a negotiator of my whole business career, solving problems with businesses, for businesses. I've taken businesses and shown them how they can improve their bottom line, even starting programs for them where they will benefit themselves and their employees and be able to succeed. I've been doing that in many committees, in many companies, in many organizations, being on the board of directors and working through those. Many of the problems we have are in fact due to special interests. I'm not beholden to any of them, contrary to the person you were talking about, the other person running for this for the area here. He has the endorsement of the unions. Well, let's look at what the unions have done. Public employee unions have, in many cases, demanded extremely high pensions, and some of those are in fact killing many local communities. In fact, in our state, we have a $60 billion unfunded pension liability right now for public employees, and many of them are excessive. Many of the positions are excessive. Locally, our county has a $250 million unfunded pension liability. Much of that is caused by the supervisors continually voting for the increased pensions for many of the public employee unions.
Right.
I'm not beholden to that. I deal with pensions myself. We administer them, I design them, I understand how they need to be fixed.
Well, since you brought up the people who have been endorsing Kokkonen, one of the groups that has given him a lot of money is the Slow Cattlemen's political action community. Kokkonen said that he gets a lot of agriculture support because he does agriculturally favorable policies. What do you say to that? Do you think that what is your position on the agricultural issues?
Well, the regulations that are hindering our agriculture, I would say, are excessive. Most of them are excessive, and we have to roll them back and make it possible for businesses to be able to be viable. And same way with our agriculture has to be viable. I have endorsements from countless of farmers myself, and I enjoy their support because they understand that I understand problems that they're facing. But there are many other special interest groups that have donated tremendous amounts of money to his campaign. In fact, one organization just recently purchased $51,000 of television advertising for him. I think the people in our community should know about that. That should be one of your jobs, is to find out and disclose to the people where the money comes from, who's funding it.
Yeah, well, you're funding yourself, I understand. Are you?
I have a lot of supporters.
So, do you? You say you have a lot of supporters, but I also looked up that you basically gave yourself a $42 million loan or something like that to pay for the campaign.
Pardon me, like what?
What was the source I found? But like basically you're funding a good chunk of the money for your campaign. You're actually spending your own money.
Sure.
And do you think
I have a commitment to doing that, you bet.
So do you think that'll give you an advantage over your opponents? Or do you think that might be like narrowing your options a little?
Well, it's very expensive to run a political campaign. And I have made the commitment to the people and to my campaign that I will finance whatever is an appropriate amount. And we'll do that through donations from people and contributors and to the degree I can myself.
All right.
I've done lots of things which have cost money, acted on principle.
Mhm.
A few years ago, I was involved in a legal case that went up to the United States Supreme Court.
I read about that. What was the name of the case?
Well, it's my name against an insurance company.
Oh.
And that was a matter of principle. There's no financial recovery in that, but I said, I believe in the matter I believe in this matter, and we got to pursue it. And we did. And part of the issue leaned on jurisdictional matters. Is it state jurisdiction or federal jurisdiction? Well, I believe in the 10th Amendment. I believe in states' rights.
Mhm.
And I believe that the federal government has usurped a lot of the rights from the states. And it was a worthy matter to be pursued, and regardless of the cost, I said we have to pursue it. It was very expensive. A matter of principle, there was no financial recovery in that. I'll act on matters of principle, and I'm not afraid to do that.
Right. Well, I suppose that's